Woo. Okay. That's enough. Good girl, Bella. Good girl. Good girl. That's enough, though. Thank you. LGDs do not appreciate being told how to do their job. Hello, everybody. Let's talk about growing food. Let's see here. So, this is one garden spot. This is a greenhouse. Everything started in here. And as we walk in, we've got, this is season 2 in this spot right here. And right here, what we had was a construction trench. They were going to put utilities in here and then abandoned it. So we filled that with hugelkultur last year and grew sunflowers on it and amaranth. And then this was the pile from the dirt. And we grew sunflowers up here as well. So this is year 2. We got strawberries in here now. We kind of reinvigorated the hugelkultur up a little bit and planted those maybe butternut, not buttercup, but nut butternut. And then we got squash going up here. All the squash is planted in this line right here, but it's already creeping up to the fence there. This is amaranth, natural seeded amaranth, self-seeded amaranth. I'm gonna put my tobacco right here on this bed. Okay, so and then over here we got the herbs. There's like, that's lemon balm. Then we've got sage over here, and I can't remember all the other stuff. Now most of this garden here is nightshades. We just kind of tried to break it up with some beans. And what else did we stick in there? Zucchinis. Almost everything else is a nightshade in here. Some broccoli. Okay, but if you look at the soil that we're growing it in. This has been an experiment I started last year, and I did it because this footer is already poured, and so this is kind of an isolated thing. So I wanted to see what I could grow inside the isolation thing. And last year we did 3 sisters here, which if I have enough time, I'll put some picture of it up here. Huge corn, huge sunflowers. It was a very tall garden. Beans everywhere. But anyway, we grew a lot of beans in here last year. So, but this is the soil we're growing on. Look at the big rocks. See the big rocks and the clay soil, thin clay soil. Then you see our beds. So this is all kind of an experiment where I've imported all my own organics. We've cultivated our own mycelium in here with the help of Grokashi and good watering habits and lots of goat poop. This is all from our own organics. Let's see. We have, I think this is black. Suddenly I can't remember any of the tomatoes.
Crims.
Black crims right here.
Oh, are you talking about what's in front over there?
Yeah, what's in front?
Those are tripellis.
Okay, these are black Japanese black tripel tomatoes. This line right here. Here we got some, these are my Anaheims this year. Anaheims. They're doing pretty good. Carrots didn't take off, so we do got a little bare spot in there. Let me get out so the sun isn't shining. There we go. Yeah, carrots didn't take off, but then that's the It's the black tripels. This is the black crims right here. These
alpacas.
Oh, this is alpacas? This is alpacas?
Yep, that's alpacas.
Okay, so alpacas is an indeterminate. And then black crims.
Black crims. And then tripellis at the end.
These are the crims right here. Right here. I was worried about, I didn't think we had enough stuff to fill this spot up this year, but one of the things I wanted to point out, I'm going to send some seeds to some of my homies, but look at these, let me get around there. Step over my pepper. Look at these Cherokee Trail of Tear beans right here. This is just like 2 or 3, maybe, yeah, 2 or 3 bean plants right here. This is Cherokee Trail of Tear beans with purple flowers and stuff. But I'm pointing out how just vigorous these things are, and big and plush, because when I get over to the corn, I'm going to show you the succotash beans and how poorly they perform compared to these beans right here. And I'm going to send some of these seeds out. And we just let that amaranth grow. All the amaranth in here is self-seeded. And we leave it because, look, the bugs love it. So yeah, I'll fix that later. Don't need to be hanging our tomatoes in it. See, so these are, what kind are these over here, Naomi? These are
On the end?
On the end.
They're either Igley hearts.
Okay, so we got alpacas, crims, trifels, and then I believe these are Igley heart, yellow or no? Yeah.
There was 2.
Yellow Igley heart.
I'd have to look at the tags.
Igley heart. They're cherry tomatoes.
Oh yes, and the other ones were red currants.
And yeah, these are yellow, and then these ones right here are the sweet currant, and they're red. Got alpaca grown in here, and Amish paste, and these are the sweet currants right here. Those two are. This is also the Igley heart, because look how delicate these leaves are and stuff. Okay, now I'm just pointing out the cool thing again. Look how thin this soil is. Look at this stuff. That's terrible. That's just hard clay pack. And then look at what we're doing on it. I think it's pretty cool. Some pretty good. This is a self-seeded mammoth gray stripe sunflower. Yeah. Blah, blah. And then we got bush beans under here. We're just trying to break up the nightshadiness in here. Grasshoppers. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, that's up there. You want to feed that to the chicken?
Yeah, we can.
Take it. Thank you.
Hey. Run like the wind.
Grasshopper problem.
We do have a grasshopper. Oh, wait, look.
Okay.
I don't know how well you can see.
Oh. And take that and get a shot of it. What is that? What kind of tomato is that?
These are.
Is that a cream? That's got to be a cream.
No, they're the smooth leaved ones, like those are over there, aren't they? No, they're not. It's those ones.
Then it would be the
I think that is a
trifles.
creme.
Yeah.
That is a creme.
And that one split. Is that whole thing is one tomato, huh?
Yeah, that whole thing is one tomato. I can't turn it to show it to you.
No.
There's 3 there, and then there's another one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to start banging in here.
I'm trying to make a path.
Grazing has started with the beans and the peas. Broccoli. We've been eating broccoli too. These are, what are these? I call them Jimmy peppers. They're like Jimmy something, like Jimmy and Jimmy's last name peppers. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I just call them Jimmy peppers. I think they're a red pepper. Pretty low on the heat spectrum. Okay, so I want to cruise because I want to get to the corn. So we got dill here and cucumbers. I think they're parade cucumbers, I'm not sure. Let's see. This is just a little area that we kind of were playing with. And here we got, what that is one, last year, that's a self-seeded squash. There was one squash left right there. And I think I stepped on it and squished it out. And there's 20 something plants in there. But it's totally beasting it. This is a failed, well, it's failed so far. It might kick it up, but it's supposed to be a squash tunnel. But this squash might actually take that tunnel over before those do. Because I think I just didn't make a big enough mound up here. Okay, moving on. What we got here is we got a melon. Here's the melon bed. You guys, I did a time-lapse video of making this melon bed. Just act like these thistles aren't here. Just don't step in them. This will hurt. Yeah, so these are some like Mary's pie melon, and these over here, which I did much later. Now see, I do this stuff as kind of an experiment and kind of to make fun of people who make growing food hard. This is literally like just a stack of oak, like about 3-inch oak log and sticks and stuff under there, with some corn plant left over from last year because I had just a ton of corn plant matter, and then some dirt, or actually my compost, and then some dirt, and then mulched over the top. And it's growing melons, and it's just it was super fun. It's on this very thin soil that's really hard packed, but we did it up above it because this kind of plant likes a mound that drains well. Anyway, so I think that's it in here. Of course, we got the peas. That's not a big deal. This area is going. Oh, let's take a closer look at this area because it's got some stuff growing in it. Okay, we got the squash. We got the obligatory amaranth because those seeds are tiny. Thousands of seeds in there, and yeah, got them everywhere. Anyway, so you see a little bean poking up here. Can't remember what kind of beans we planted here. I think it's trailatier beans. There's some corn. This is our hybrid corn. That's probably not gonna get, I don't know how much of the corn is gonna pop up. Sunflowers. Here's the corn. This is a kind of a hybrid between Cherokee trailatiers and country gentleman sweet corn. We got moon and stars watermelon right here on another similar mound, only this is nothing but my personal compost. Here's the corn popping up. Look at all that. But this squash area is just like taking over. Okay, so that's pretty all right. Let's move on to the corn. I'll have to fast forward this. My humans. Fast forward. There's Pax. Hi, Pax. Chicken. My good girls that stay in the pen where they're supposed to. Not very many of them. Hey, I left my one wheel up here. Okay, so here's a squash tunnel that actually did what it's supposed to. This bad boy. Got 6 squash plants in there in hugelkultur mounds. Boom, boom. See, there's just hugelkultur mounds in there. Okay. So now, you remember the trail of tier beans I was showing you? Look at this squash. Son of a Buckley. Look at that. Zip. Okay. Look at this corn. This is Hopi blue corn. Is that the whole name? Yeah, Hopi blue corn. Let's go in there. It's like this wall of squash. Here's okay. So this is something I wanted to point out right here. Look at this. This is one corn stalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, whatever these are, stems. That's one. We didn't mess up and put that many seeds in there. And you see it all over in here. See, there's 3 stalkers everywhere. And there's this one over here is a brute. Where is it? Look at this one. Yeah. Okay, now remember those trail of tier beans, right? We planted, this is my 2nd year on these succotash beans. I'm 0 for 2 on the succotash beans. So this is the best one right here. And look at this little wimpy thing. The trail of tier bean had me worried that it was gonna suffocate my corn, and the corn wasn't gonna be able to keep up with the beans. This, I'm not gonna mess with this no more. I should have had trail of tier beans on this, but I'm gonna send out some this Hopi blue corn. Look at some of these stalks in here. Look at this one. These things are just brutal. And the Hopi blue is drought resistant and heat resistant too, so it's pretty good. Should work in California, Missouri. It responds well to water, but it, like I can leave it for. Let's see how wet the this drip line is anyway. I mean, that's hard. We broad forked all of this too. It's pretty wet. In spots. But we totally like stuck the broad fork in and ripped this all up. So it's got plenty of absorption. Okay, so yeah, definitely trail of tier beans. I'm done with the succotash bean. I'm gonna send people some. I'm gonna send some people some buttercup squash. Highly recommended buttercup squash for microbiome food. I'm gonna send some Hopi blue corn. It's like a higher protein corn, like 20% higher protein than like today's corn. And what else? Oh yeah, Cherokee Trail of Tear beans, and they're also about 20% higher in protein. So those are all good staple things that store well dry. So it's a good little foundation to have in your seed kit. And I'm gonna throw some amaranth seed in there and tobacco seeds too. So for the homies. So look at this. Little shower. These things taste a lot like sweet potatoes. Like, you could tell somebody those are sweet potatoes and they wouldn't know the difference, I don't think. Just the same texture, same color. Really nice sweet flavor. We cut up one of these, a 3 or 4 pound one of these, and it's enough for dinner for 4, and then we have the leftovers of it for breakfast with our eggs. It's wonderful. Look at this squash tunnel though. Unbelievable. It's hard to believe we had a hard time getting squash to grow in Wyoming. We come out here and there's the corn. Alright, people. Have a good summer. Take care.